Hey everyone, what's going on? Welcome back to Soda Dungeon. I am your host, Soda. This is my co-host, Dungeon.
And I'm gonna beat your butt with a paddle.
Oh. Let's see. So we need to get better soda for better people. Regal is 50k. And we're at 47k. So not too bad. Alright, it looks like you were, so the last time we did these videos, we were doing some Am I the Asshole Reddit posts. I just heard you listening to some from like a podcast you're on. Tell me more.
Right, let me crack open a Reddit, or 2, or 3, or 4. I'm gonna take a drink of my Simply Wine.
Amazon? Okay, this is so funny. Amazon literally just sent me a notification for last minute like Halloween decoration deliveries. And I'm like, bro, I actually tried this unironically last weekend. So, for those who don't know, I've been really decking out my front yard, and I've got like a somewhat of a picnic set up in the front yard. And I was trying to look for a sign from Amazon that said like pumpkin picnic instead of like pumpkin patch or whatever. Or maybe like something like that. And that's not on Amazon. The only thing that there is just signs that say pumpkin patch. And I'm like, ugh, boring. Like let's look up Amazon some Halloween decor. Yeah, what if there's an Am I the Asshole post for like fall? Am I the asshole for dressing up as a vampire?
No,
Am I the asshole for dressing up as an asshole?
Am I the asshole for being an asshole?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not the asshole. You were honest and candid about it.
You're off.
I'm a demon. I ain't loyal to nobody. Shawty wanna be with a demon? Sounds like her problem to me. This shit ain't nothing to me, man. I love Dracula the Flow. It's like Elatina new rustic metal tin sign farmers pumpkin fresh pumpkins 12 round sign rustic retro. I love how titles for things are just the tags. Oh, we're fighting big scary demon now.
Alright,
then there's... Oh, tell me your story. What's your Am I the Asshole story today?
I have a story. I have a story.
Okay.
So, it is fresh off the presses. It's from 6 hours ago.
Uh-oh.
So, we won't get an update probably today.
Right.
Am I the asshole for telling my sister-in-law that she is overweight and she can deal with the truth?
Oh, man.
First thoughts, first impressions?
As usual, this stuff always sounds very complicated because, of course, the way that it's worded is so poignant and thorny, right? Like, am I the asshole for telling my sister-in-law she's overweight and needs to accept the truth? Like, that's very thorny, right? Like, he's basically going like, am I the asshole for telling her she's a fat bitch and she's gotta accept that shit? But on the other hand, I mean, it's not like he's really saying anything bad. He's just going, hey, you're overweight and you should, come to terms with that. Like, that's just it sounds just factual. Now, obviously, facts are always interpreted with bias, right? So, we'll see.
Hey, so guess how many views I got on my first night in the woods?
I don't have to guess. I'm gonna go to your YouTube channel. This is how you get me to go to your YouTube channel. Make me actually have a conversation with you about it. Fuck that. I'd rather just go to your YouTube channel.
Go to my YouTube channel and like all of the videos and comment. Get my engagement up.
Night in the Woods, Part 2. Let's see. Night in the Woods, Part 1 is 82.
Part 1. There you go.
I'm gonna comment. Wow, this was quite a night in the woods.
Oh my god. Comment on the second one so we can get the engagement.
Alright, here we go.
Okay.
So your Am I the Asshole post, what is it?
I'm logging back into my phone. Okay. So, I really dislike this woman, so I'm coming so rude to her, and or overblowing things that she says. I was wrong. My first proper introduction to her is when she told me my outfit looked bad on me and it wasn't hiding my stomach. I gave her a present at a birthday party and she tells me I'm cheap. I got a bubble gun for a 5-year-old. He loved it. This goes on and on. I talked to my brother and he tells me that she's autistic and she can't help it. I talked to her and I told her I won't put up with her being rude. Now, it's my son's 3rd birthday, and I invite the family. I wouldn't have invited her, but I don't want to cause waves, so I invited her. She made a comment about my house's decor. I told her it was rude and to knock it off. I lost it when I gave my son a piece of cake, and she made the comment that I shouldn't give him any since he looks fat. I told her to apologize and she told me it was the truth. I told her that she is overweight and if she took care of herself more, she wouldn't be fat. And that this was the truth. And that she was rotten on the inside and her looks were just as bad. She ended up crying and leaving. My brother is pissed and I was called some fun names. Everyone is torn if I should apologize or not.
Well, it's said that things escalated that much, but, you know, as usual, this shit always comes to some kind of blows, right? But I think that, you know what I'm always going to say with this stuff, right, is like, if that's how that person's going to be, then they need to realize that that's going to, that's going to come to some discrepancies, and so if they want to continue to be like that, that's fine, but then they have to accept the fact that they're going to have a dramatic drop in their friend group, because people aren't going to appreciate that so much. So I don't think OP is the asshole, and if this person wants to not have their feelings hurt, not be clapped back, you know, they're going to obviously have to switch up their strategies. It sounds to me like they're trying to, like, be intellectual and develop a critical, analytical voice, but they're not doing it right. Like, I wonder how old they are. And the guy said that they were autistic. I don't know. It comes off a little youngish to me. But yeah. I mean, bro, if this was me, I would be like, oh, bet, okay, not hanging out with that, you know, because yeah, you know, it's not in me and mine to like hang out around someone who's always going to be kind of that critical all the time. So, what's the top comment?
Alright, let me go to it. Top comment is, not the asshole. Did your son hear her comment about not giving him cake because he looks fat? A comment like that can have a lasting effect on a child. My daughter, who is now over 30, remembers a comment someone said about her looking fat when she was 8. She has never forgotten that comment. Also, having autism should not be an excuse for being rude and hurtful. If she can't control her own comments, don't let her near your kids.
Yep.
And then she replied with, I don't think he hurt. I think, because she didn't reply to the rest of what she said, but she replied to the first time, where she was like, I don't think so. He was distracted by his new toy, but the rest of the family did though, which is the comments. So the son didn't hear it, but the family did. So then someone else commented, don't apologize, OP. When a grown adult talks smack about an innocent child like that, the gloves are off. Also, her attitude is atrocious, and autism does not excuse him. Your brother's a major asshole for enabling her and letting her insult your child. Which is true, because, like, so many people are like, well, I have... Because we see this all the time, too, with like, the differences between veganism and non-vegans. You know, where they're like, well, I'm vegan, so I get to dictate this whole thing. And it's like, that's you, my guy. But you don't have to be an asshole about it. Like, we can accommodate.
Yeah, there's something sort of unsolicited about it, right? Like, she's you know, she
Yeah.
thinks like, oh, I'll give you this advice here. You're fat. You shouldn't eat that cake. It's all like, nope, that's not what the theme of the party was that night. You know, like.
Well, and it's also like if she herself is over.